Round 17 on the menu for the Football Town show tonight. And first up we have Emma Gross's Ashburn taking on Mal Aloisio, who returns to action for Richmond. And Spiro Kargas, the manager of Vic Vipers, will look to get all 3 points against the up-and-coming Heidelberg FC. Mary Mitkovsky steps into the player management role for Fitzroy as they go up against the young and up-and-coming EFA Eagles. Then crossing over to all the men's action, Matty Vidrowski looks to get amongst the goals as Luke Holly makes his debut for Ashburn FC. And in the next clash, Giovanni Bianchini makes his debut for Pascoe, Vale, transferring over from Italy, and he'll go up against Bibo Luntz, Micklin FC. Tomo Grigic's Metropolitan takes on Maxi Avram's Vic Vipers in clearly the match of the round. And then in the final game, Michael Lamb will look to see if he can keep his side conceding under 20 goals against Ange Fusca's Fitzroy. But before we get to the men's, let's join Jimmy Soufis as we take a look at all the round 16 results.
Last week's results saw Pascoe Vale get over EFA 3-0, Richmond got over the title-chasing Melbourne Uni 3-2, the Vic Vipers had a come-from-behind 5-3 win over Ashburn, and Fitzroy toppled Heidelberg 8-3. To kick it all off, we'll have a look here. Ashburn taking on Richmond, and Richmond's late season form has seen them jump into contention for the title. They have beaten Melbourne Uni and are back in the race. Sienna Fogarty almost got them off to the best possible start by rattling the crossbar. Richmond were the favourites by far, but Emma Hubbard, who's been in great form of late, just put one wide, and Ashburn could have been in front. A toe poke and a deflection from Mel Aloisio had Richmond ahead 1-0 as they looked to get 3 more big points. More good play from Richmond allowed Kariah White to sneak one into Deb Lawrence near post, and it was 2 for Richmond. They had really gotten a solid squad together and were quickly becoming the best side in the league. Kariah White won the ball from Leah Barrett right in front of goal, and she made it 3, and she almost had her hat-trick soon after, but a save from Lawrence was deflected into the path of the returning Tina Pratakos, and it was 4-0 to Richmond. Ashburn really had to get on their bike. A good finish from Emma Hubbard over Sarah Clapham had some respectability on the scoreboard, and Ashburn still were in the game. Another good bit of play saw Hubbard, the main goal scorer of Ashburn, who's come in very late, and it was 4-2. Ashburn really starting to come into the game quickly. Second half opened up with captain Danica Petrescu playing in Leah Barrett, and she almost had another one back for Ashburn, rattling the crossbar. Alki Stefanidis picked out Fogarty as she could not find Kariah White for her hat-trick. A poor turnover again allowed Hubbard to have another strike on goal, Clapham doing well to save that. With not long left in the game, Richmond had the points all but sewn up, Hubbard completing her hat-trick, but it would never be enough as Richmond held on for a 4-3 win.
You did it the tough way, but a 4-3 win over Ashburn.
Yes, it's always a tough game against them. Even though they're not top 4, I don't think, they're a really strong team anyway, so we've got to be at our best when we play them.
Now, with a slow start to the season, this season, you've slowly caught up to Melbourne Uni, a game in hand, 3 points behind. It looks like you may catch them, you may not. It's going to be an exciting end. Do you think if you win it this season, it'll be a bit of justice for just missing out last season to Pascoe Vale?
Yeah, well, Pascoe were the best team last season. We were a bit angry that we lost against Uni in that final, so we've got to make up for that, and hopefully we're behind on percentage, so we have to make up on that as well.
Next game on the card saw Vic Vipers taking on Heidelberg, and 2 sides who sit toward the bottom end of the table, but both sides would look to get a win and some momentum heading into next season. Michelle Verzi's effort was saved by Candace Salama early on, and Ali Toure put the second effort wide. Brianna Panella then opened the scoring for Heidelberg with a good finish in only one of her first B-League games. Lise Kyrgios then exchanged the 1-2 with Panella, and it was 2-0 to Heidelberg as they had raced out of the blocks as they looked like they were going to put the Vipers to the scorn. Jess Byrne then won the ball and scored a quality toe poke as she pulled one back for her side, and they only trailing by a goal. Kat Smith, so often the creator for this team, created some space and almost got a goal, but she was denied. It did not cross the line. A stumbling effort from Jamie Flores was saved, and then a few more chances from the Vipers just could not be put away as they were very wasteful. Panella then won the ball from Michelle Duffy, and she put away another goal. Heidelberg out to a 3-1 lead. The Vipers came out in the second half with intent, and Kat Smith opened the scoring before the half and had the Vipers back within a goal. And it was Smith who was pulling all the strings as Burns' header almost had them level. A long throw from Candace Salama, though, was then flicked on by Jamie Flores, getting her first goal for a long while as she stole a point for her side.
I'm here with Heidelberg star player Belinda Panella. Belinda, it was a good result. It was only your second result for the season. How did you see it today?
No, we did well in the first half, but I think in the second half we dropped off a little bit. Maybe got a little bit tired, but we did excellent in the first half. We just have to carry it into the second half.
Now, you guys were leading 3-1 there at half-time. What was the half-time address from manager Alex Schiff there?
Just to keep the pressure on and just for us to be composed when we have possession of the ball. So I think we panicked a little bit in the second half, but the girls did well. They're young, so they're learning.
Saved, Shane again. Save from Chen. De Silva, lovely. Zilic not tracking his man. And De Silva runs straight through. Franjic, Joseph Franjic. What a belter. Drilled into the top corner from Joseph Franjic. That is a massive goal.
Look up Campbell, another save. He has been good tonight.
Hi, I'm Casey and you're watching the Football Town Show.
Last game for round 17 saw Fitzroy FC taking on a much improved EFA Eagles side, and with Fitzroy slightly under strength, the Eagles would have fancied their chances. But opening things up, Danny Gadelge, who has been in great goal scoring form, coming off a hat-trick, she opened the scoring for her side, and that she would be the main threat all night long. Another long-range effort from Gadelge had her side 2-0 up, and Fitzroy were cruising. A great long-range strike from Katrina Balesis was only denied by the crossbar as Eagles looked to fight their way back into the game. And the Eagles would continue to fight Molly Burke, playing in teammate Mariana Anthony, but she was denied by Emily Southwell. A 2-0 half-time lead was extended when Gadelge got her hat-trick. She looked the only scoring threat on the pitch, making it 6 in 2 games. EFA Eagles were looking to get back into the game, and Georgia Alberti fought with Elena Vacchi for the ball before finally coming away with it and slotting it past Emily Southwell from range, and the Eagles would have felt they were back in the game. But nothing could stop Danny Gadelge and her goal-scoring form. She had her 4th of the night, Elena Vadke playing a big part in most of her goals to date. A long throw from Southwell was brought down by Gadelge, down to Vadke again, and the combination up top working a treat as Gadelge put away her 5th goal. Cartwright then punched the ball down, and a volley from Gadelge went over her head for her 6th goal, and all 6 goals for Fitzroy. She could do no wrong, but the Eagles battled their way through the defence, and Katrina Balesis got the ball over Emily Southwell to add some respectability to the scoreline. A pass was then picked off by Elena Vadke as a 1-2 there with Stephanie Otto allowed her to pick up her 1st of the night as she became the only different goal scorer other than Gadelge for Fitzroy. A 7-2 lead, but Gadelge was not satisfied as she toe-poked home her 7th of the night to complete an 8-2 rout.
I'm here with Fitzroy striking sensation, Danny Gadelge. Danny, 7 out of 8 goals. What a performance that was. How was it out there?
Yeah, it was wonderful. Had a great game and scored 7 goals.
And seemed to be a little bit of banter out there between you and the EFA girls. It's all friendly, I hope.
Yeah, it's all friendly. We all play together, so it's all good.
Now, with the season drawing to a close, is there any chance of you guys closing the gap seriously against Melbourne Uni or Richmond, or is it just an eye on the FL's Cup for now?
No, definitely. We can still win it. We drew to Melbourne Uni, so I reckon this time we can beat them.
And Ashburn coming up next week, are we going to expect another bag from you, or?
Oh, definitely, always.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the round 17 edition of the Football Town Show for the women. Let's take a look at the results in full. Ashburn just falling to Richmond 4-3, although they did make a good comeback. Heidelberg and the Vic Vipers drawing 3-3. Fitzroy got over FA Eagles 8-2, and Pascoe, Vale and Melbourne Uni will play at a later date. Taking a look at the ladder now, Melbourne Uni will stay top 4 now. They sit on 37 points. Richmond in 2nd on 34, Fitzroy in 3rd on 32, Pascoe Vale in 4th on 27, the Vic Vipers in 5th on 18, Ashburn in 6th on 11, EFA Eagles down in 7th on 9 points, improving week by week, and the young Heidelberg girls down bottom place with 4 points. Having a look at the top goal scorers now, Marcela Marquez sits on 33, but Delge has 10 in 2 games and she has rocketed all the way up to 18 and in 2nd place. Melbourne Uni stars Nikki Cook and Letizia Samet sit on 15 while Illy Jacobs sits in 5th on 13. Next week's clashes sees Richmond taking on Heidelberg, EFA Eagles will play Melbourne Uni, the Vic Vipers take on Pascoe Vale and Fitzroy will take on Ashburn to close out the card. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, as we cross over to the men's side of things with Matt Montgomery.
Welcome viewers, and taking a look at the round 16 results for the men, Micklin and Metro played out a thrilling 7-all draw. Fitzroy too good for the Vipers in an upset, Pascoe Vale and Hume also an upset there for the former champions, and Ashburn thumped Albert Park 19 goals to 2. Diving into the round 17 action now, Albert Park and Hume, who cannot be separated on the ladder this season in 5th and 6th position respectively, were out to get one up on each other, and it was Ricky Castro who put his side in front with a close range finish past Emre Okal. But it didn't take long for Hume to bounce back. A deflected side ball from Paul Montagna was enough to see him get his first goal, and Hume Carls and level the score. But Ricky Castro is the informed striker of the league and leading the current Golden Boot race. He made it 2-1, showcasing his skills. To open the second half, it got even better for Ashburn as Castro set up Joaquin Jimenez at the back post, and the South American was really turning it on. And Hume had to find an answer back. If it wasn't for the inside of the post, they would have been staring at a 3-goal deficit. With time ticking away, Hume really needed an answer. Luckily, Ryan Timmins was on his game to deny Castro his third. But from a side ball, Hume got back into the game through a Shine Rashidi's thumper from distance. Resorting to the 5th man role, it certainly paid off dividends as Adam Alisevich got on the score sheet for a rare goal this season. And in the final minute of play, Alisevich with a 2nd goal in a matter of minutes, recording an important 4-3 result.
All looked gone with about 5 minutes to go. Then a clever substitution by your manager, Sajid, put you on and you got the last 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been struggling all game, the heat, you know, and just tired legs. Everyone was tired, but worked out at the end. Had to play to the end, you know.
You haven't been making that many frequent appearances, but you haven't been amongst the goals this season. What can you put that down to?
Been busy Sundays. You know, pre-season starts now for outdoor, so couldn't really make it, but gonna start looking to come every week now. So hopefully I'll do what I did last season, next season.
Cooper just deftly chips the goalkeeper. Adam Cooper with a lovely finish to put the Vic Vipers 3-0 in the lead. Oh, it's a good save by Blaine. Sonacool, what a finish! That's a lovely run and finish from Sonacool. He's put a 2-goal buffer with 1 minute left on the clock. Oh, it's a big save from Goran and it's a double save. And Eric Armour so focused through all of them. Their firepower really coming off.
Hi, I'm Nat. You're watching the Football Town Show. Go Futsal!
The next game on the card was a mismatch on paper as the current league champions Pascoe Vale took on league strugglers Micklin FC, who were sitting just above the direct relegation zone. It was no wonder that Pascoe Vale went 1-0 in front as Sofyan Sufi easily slotted past Micklin's Steve Karsvan. And then when Iggy Filipovic got past 2 Pascoe Vale defenders, he certainly earned Micklin's equaliser at 1-1. But it didn't take long for Pascoe Vale to regain the lead. Karsvan trying to come out as a sweeper, but failed to clear the ball, Sufi getting his 2nd of the half. Lockie Campbell, who lost the ball out to Brenner Pilati, found its way to Sofyan Sufi and he had his hat-trick, and he put his hand up for man of the match honours early on. The second half started just as the first ended. Little youngster Cosimo Russo coming off the bench to score his first goal in the V-League Premiership. Russo was then on hand to have a hand in the build-up play for Andre Caro's strike, Mateo Rocca getting the final assistive touch. Seeming no way back for Micklin, Pascoe Vale did as they pleased, Rocca getting his 2nd assist in a matter of minutes, teeing up Lucas Krul. Krul, who intercepted a wayward pass from Lockie Campbell, shot into an empty net to get his 2nd of the game. And it just seems there was going to be no stopping Pascoe Vale's number 15. His shot, saved by Karsvan, deflected to Brenner Pilati, and he simply thumped, having too much time in front of goal. Krul was certainly having a day out in front of goal, setting up Mateo Rocca for his first of the match, as Pascoe Vale ran out to more than a 10-goal lead. But there was a late consolation goal for Micklin, a stunning free kick from Bibo Lunt to cap off the 13-2 result.
I'm here with Pascoe Vale star Lucas Krull. Lucas, fantastic performance today and a comfortable win over Micklin. How did you find it out there today?
I feel very good. I think the team played very well today. I'm very happy with the new keeper. He's coming here. I'm very happy. I think the team now is coming play better.
Now, as you just mentioned, Giabata, he's just come from Italy, and also a new player, Cozzi. How have you seen Cozzi's the youngster? How have you seen his performance?
About Giabata, I'm very happy with Giabata again because he played in Italy to the best team in Italy. About the Cozzi played with me the under 16. I'm very happy because Cozzi now start play futsal. I think soon he will be the best player here.
Looking to atone for last week's disappointing draw against Micklin, Metropolitan were out for an upset against ladder leaders Vic Vipers. The Vipers looking to close out the 2013-14 title in style, and their round 17 fixture against Metro kicked off with a bang. Miguel Barrigos with one of the goals of the week, a toe poker into the top right corner. Moments later, he had his second stunning strike of the game, and the Vipers were 2-0 to the good. But if there's any team who can overcome a deficit, it's Metropolitan, who are one of the best free-scoring sides in the league. Ernie Simsek made it 2-1. But in the end, the first half belonged to the Vic Vipers and Miguel Barrigos for that matter, as he scored his third thumper for the half, making it 3-1 at the break. The second half was a lot more action-packed, and Max Yavrin made sure of that, extending the lead to a further 3 goals. But Tomo Grigic, known as the Heartbreaker, kick-started Metropolitan's comeback from a corner with a strike off the inside of the right post. A strike across the D from Yuso Ulazila was deflected in for an own goal by the Vipers youngster Gabi Lucena, and when Kieran Pates failed to clear a ball from Ali Radzepovic, Grigic had his second in a matter of minutes and levelled the scores at 4 goals apiece. Just as an upset looked on the cards, Jason Barrientos' strike was saved by Michael Charmy, but Max Yavrin was first to react to the loose ball and tapped in to put the Vipers back in the lead. A goal by Futsalroos representative Adam Cooper made it 6-4 with only minutes remaining. It made for an exciting finish. Kieran Pates saving there from Yuso Ulazila. Then using his initiative from his own D, Kieran Pates got his first goal of the season and made sure that the Vipers were going home with the 3 points. But there was a late consolation goal for Ali Radzepovic, who capped off the surprising 7-5 result.
I'm here with Vipers goalkeeping sensation, Kieran Pates. Kieran, fantastic result there. Although there was a minor slip-up in that second half there, it's good to get away with the 3 points.
Yeah, look, I mean, the boys, we just got a little bit slack there at the start of the second half, but we came back and we played to the game plan and it worked.
Had a close loss to Fitzroy last week, but a loss is never good. But we've got the upcoming El Clasico with Pascoe Vale, so you'd rather the loss come beforehand so you can prepare for it and get ready for next week.
Oh, look, it's always good to get it out of the system. We went down, it was unfortunate, but the best thing is we've bounced back and we're going to come out firing in our Clasico. I mean, we'll give it all.
The next game on the card saw the league's bottom-ranked side, Albert Park, with only 1 point to the name from the season, go up against Fitzroy FC, one of the most improved sides this season, sitting in second position. But it was Albert Park's captain, Jose Vasquez, who gave them the shock lead, but it wasn't long until Fernando De Moraes turned on the afterburners and scored a stunning goal to level the scores at 1-1. Fitzroy looked to put Albert Park to the side early, and every player got a touch on Alejandro Ganola's goal as they went into the lead by 2-1. A thumper from Ange Fusca, finding a little bit of space from a side ball, ensured that Fitzroy were going to make it quite tough for Albert Park to make a comeback, and it just went from bad to worse for Albert Park as a fortunate goal scored by Fernando De Moraes, who fell on his backside, got over the top of Tin Dang for his second goal, and then a back post tap-in ensured that De Moraes put his hand up for man of the match honours with the first half hat-trick. Joel Silveria, who got past Jose Vasquez on the sideline, set up Junior Mello for his first goal in Fitzroy colours to cap off the 6-1 half-time lead. If Albert Park were going to make a comeback, they needed to score early on in the second half, but that looked quite unlikely as Mark Burden had enough time to complete a cheeky backheel on the goal line. De Moraes, who defeated 2 defenders on the edge of the D, set up captain Alistair Dunlop, and Fitzroy was certainly going to run away with this one. The question was only how many goals were Fitzroy going to win by. And when Ben Montioni got a late touch on the goal line, it capped off a stunning statistic that every play in Fitzroy colours had got on the score sheet bar the keepers, and that wasn't an easy feat as Fitzroy boasted a list of 10 outfield players. Albert Park certainly were on track to lose by more than 20 goals, and Joey Montioni linked up with his brother to send their tally to 20 goals. With the title race between Fitzroy and the Vipers still well and truly alive, goal difference is becoming all the more important, and Fitzroy weren't going to leave any stone unturned, as if level on points it would come down to goal difference. Joel Silveria capping off the embarrassing 23-1 result.
I'm here with Fitzroy smiling assassin Ange Fuscus. Ange, they're the type of games you want, 23-1 on a hot day like this.
Yeah, it was really good. I got to give credit to the boys. They kept fighting all the way to the end. We didn't take our foot off the pedal, and I guess we couldn't ask for any more, really.
Now, where do you find the time to develop this intensity and energy on the pitch? Is it in the training sessions?
We've been working hard on Friday mornings. You know, training as a team, it's been really good. I guess you can see it's helped. We're doing a lot better than we did last season, and we're really in the run for a FAFL spot.
Now, what's in the run for the end of the season? Is the title race over, and is the focus just on the FOS Cup, or?
We always want to win the league, but I mean, Vipers have done really well, especially early on, to put a massive gap, so it's not going to be easy. We need them to drop a few games, but second place is completely in our hands, so that's I guess our main aim at the moment.
Ange Fusca there, one of the most improved players in that Fitzroy lineup, scoring 5 goals in that game. As we go to the round 17 results now, Hume scored a late winner over Ashburn. Pascoe Vale wiped the floor with Micklin. The Vipers kept their title hopes on track with a win over Metro, and as we know, Fitzroy embarrassed Albert Park by more than 20 goals. Taking a look at the round 17 ladder, it is the Vipers who continue the lead over Fitzroy, Pascoe Vale and Metropolitan in the top 4. Ashburn just a point above Hume there, and Micklin and Albert Park. It's no surprise that they're occupying the relegation zones. Taking a look at the race for the Golden Boot, Ricky Castro still leads the way after his massive total of 14 goals last week. He's on 34 goals, leading Yuso Yuladila on 30. Teammate Ernie Simsek is close behind on 26, while Sofian Sufi and Jason Barrientos trail on 23 and 22 respectively. Taking a look at the clashes for next week's show, Micklin and Ashburn kick-off proceedings, followed by the El Clasico, the Vic Vipers and Pascoe Vale. Albert Park and Hume also take to the field, while Metropolitan and Fitzroy will be played on a later date. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Let's go to Goal of the Week.